Good morning, guys. So I'm doing a follow-up video from my last one where I mentioned that I would be coming on here and giving you guys an update about how my everyday carry situation is going. And then I wanted to talk about a few things and maybe do like an everyday carry recap for the entire year. So I have all my planners out right now, with the exception of some, because I don't have them on me. I have no idea where they are. But yeah, let's just quickly get into this video. So in my last video, I said I was struggling between my B6 daily planner, basically this, and a standard size that I had just picked up. The planner being the Paper Test Designs yearly notebook in standard size. It's a full year undated planner. So I said that, I can't decide between the two, the daily planner and the standard size. And what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna use the standard size for a few days, see how it goes, get it out of my system, and most likely come back to my basics, because this is such a comfortable planner to plan in a daily basis. The size is amazing. I have an amazing cover for it. So I'll come back to the B6 size soon. But I am failing miserably, and let me tell you guys why. So the standard size looks like it's here to stay. I have been picking this up every day. I've been planning in it. I started journaling in it, and I don't feel like putting it down. I don't know what to say about it. So I'm just gonna do a flip of how the standard size is basically working out for me. So up front, I just put some decor because I am using this planner, some pictures and stickers here and there. That's what you see. It's an undated planner, so I needed a yearly calendar, and instead of just pasting it inside, I just decided to keep this card on me. Then I moved all my sticky notes, my daily planner sticky notes, which I like keeping on me. I had these dashboards lying around, which I had printed on sticker paper, but because of the sizing, it never went into my A5. I already have my A5 dashboards in here. Because I had these lying around, I decided to just paste them in here. I had this one, I had this one. This has been in all of my planners. I'll show you guys in a bit how it's been in my medium compania, my A5. I just love these images. I have an olive clip holding between my monthly and my goals page. So this is my goals page. Literally just recreated it. I wanted to redo my goals from July to December. I wanted to revisit them, alter them, change them a bit, and then just write them down. Not really using this layout, but I did start tracking my prayers, because being a Muslim, I pray 5 times a day, and I wanted to track that. I went off the bandwagon because I had my periods. We don't pray then, and now I have to go back on track and kind of mark those things off. Then I have my quarterlies. I want to write down my monthly goals breakdown in here. I'm already doing that in my A5, so I feel like this is a bit too much of a duplication, but I don't mind rewriting them over here just for reference and stuff. So I might just do that over here. And I created this checklist a long time ago. It's just an everyday carry checklist where I just keep track of everything that I'm tracking in this particular planner, so that to avoid duplication, but also to make sure that whatever I had intended to use this everyday carry for, I'm using it to my full capacity. Then you get into the monthly. So I had set up the first 6 months for 2024 because I got this planner back in 2024, but I started using it in July. So I only started planning in here from July onwards. So this was my July setup. I put down my important things on the sidebar like I always do. I do this in my A5 as well. Put down my important dates and just stickered it up, make it pretty for myself. Then you get these blank pages. I'm not sure what I want to use these for. Last year in my A5, I was using this for like this month, next month sort of checklist and finances and stuff. Not doing it this year because this isn't my main planner. I do that in my A5 usually, but if I want to keep a checklist in here, I'll do that. Already planning in August for forward planning, and then I have it all the way till December. Then I just had a few blank pages, decided to put down like an ideal routine for myself because I am kind of struggling with that. More sticky notes, just put some stickers on these blank pages to use it for something else. Then I have my overview page where every month at the start of the month, I like having an overview of what's happening that month and the finances of that month. Then weekly overviews and then dailies, and that's pretty much it. That's the entire everyday carry scenario. So having a weekly overview in this planner is kind of helping me out. I did want to use only a daily planner, a dated daily planner with no weekly overviews, but I've gotten used to this since I've been planning this planner first week of July. It's not bad to have, so that's why I kind of am still in this planner. These are my dailies. Just an empty pages I just use for random notes pages and stuff. So another weekly overview. I love this weekly overview. Followed by my dailies. I sticker when I can. If I can't, it's perfectly fine. This is this week. So today's Tuesday. I planned for this week and I have been planning every day. I kind of pre-plan or predate my pages so that I know what's happening that day. For example, I schedule things on my daily planner, so I do need the dates down. And then following the weeklies and stuff, I am already setting up August because I wanted to kind of get next month down on paper. We have some, you know, July, August, September, October are always like very tough, very busy months. So I kind of wanted to have everything down on paper for that. So the interesting part was, because I'm using this from July onwards, I knew that this planner was only going to get half filled up. So there was like half of the pages left on the back, and I decided to use it as like a random journal. I just wanted to write in it, you know, get some thoughts down. And while I was doing it, I was like, why not paste a bunch of things randomly and just, you know, turn it into a junk journal type of thing. So that's what I did. I have like this huge bag of just random stuff I've gathered from the past few years, because I have been in the planner community since 2015 and I've just accumulated a lot of random stuff. Wanted to find a place to put those down, so pasted a bunch of random stuff, and then I've been like, it's absolutely mindless. I just like grab a few things, I just put glue on and paste them down, and I just let it be. I mean, it doesn't even make sense sometimes, so that's perfectly fine. But I've been writing, and I had a picture of my kids, so I put that down. I found this coat which I liked. I want to paste that down. Some drawings for my kids, which I pasted down. So kind of want to continue this. This is awesome. I love it. And I'll have a reason to fill up these back pages, which are otherwise going to be empty. I just have a bunch of sticky notes at the back because whenever I'm looking for sticky notes, I can't find any. So I want to make sure that I have them over here. So this is my standard size. It's going great. I love how it feels. I love throwing this in my bag and carrying it, and it's working out. Like, this is my support, emotional support planner for on the go. Working out great. Do I miss my B6? Kind of, but not as much as to move back into here. So I'm kind of now thinking about next year and thinking if I should like get another standard. I love the fresh look of a Traveler's Company cover, so I definitely want to get like a new cover every year if I'm going to continue the system. So I can like just purchase one color, one cover, one standard size Traveler's notebook, brand new cover for each year and start. I don't like it when it gets too marked up. This year I bought this one. Last year I had like a previous one. It got really marked up, really patinaed and stuff. But I really like the look of fresh Traveler's Notebook covers. So next year, I'm generally going to give a B6 a try. I'm gonna buy the B6 planners that I've intended to, but I'm also thinking that I'll snag one standard size, especially from Paper Test Designs, to keep as a backup in case the B6 doesn't work out. I think with the right cover, like a Punto or something, I'm gonna enjoy carrying it, but I know also that mid-year or sometime down the year, I'm going to want to change up my planner, so I definitely should have a standard size as a backup. So I really wanted to continue using this cover, and I just had this idea, and this was the original idea that I had for this cover where I wanted to put my commonplace stalology in here. So I have been using a stalology as a commonplace, just a notebook to put down thoughts whenever I feel overwhelmed with a planner. I just want a notebook, a blank notebook where I can just write and get some things down on paper. So in the Bujo planner cover, I decided to put my stalology. I am writing in here. I intend to finish the stalology this year. It's very random, but I get a place to just write. It's small enough for me to carry in case I just want to carry a notebook. So this works out. I still get to use this pretty cover. So I have it in my stack for now. So for now, my current stack is these two. They're so disproportionate because B6 is like wider, standard is like taller. And I don't know what to do about that, but we're just gonna roll with it. And obviously my A5 is going well. Because I've been in and out of different everyday carries, I haven't been giving my A5 much attention. I just wanted to make sure that I keep up with my monthlies and weeklies. And I've been totally ignoring writing in my dailies. But that's okay. I don't mind as long as I'm maintaining this planner in one way or the other. I have no issues with not putting my dailies in, especially because I do have a record of my dailies in my standard size. So this is how the July month is going. Just wanted to show you guys the decorated pages and stuff. But I'm happy with this planner, and I'm definitely getting the same exact planner next year. And I love this cover. I definitely need more Toscanas and Black Apocas in my life. So to give you guys an overview, other than these everyday carries that I've been using, I had been using my medium Compania. I have since put this away, even though it's my favorite setup. I really enjoyed carrying it, but I'm not currently drawn to rings. It's my favorite setup. I have multiple flips of this on my Instagram and my YouTube channel in case you guys want to go see a flip. But every time my mind is craving one of those planners where there's like scratch paper and things that I don't feel like I want to hold on to, I pick this up and use it. I take it around, and yeah, I'm having this as a backup in case I get confused with my everyday carry scenarios. I can always pick up these rings and use it whenever I want. I did take a bunch of paper out of this planner because it was like very hard to shut close and stuff. It was kind of pulling on the popper, but since I'm not using it, I took those extra pages out. And then this was another planner that I was using this year before all of the everyday carry recent experimentations. I decided to get this full year B6 slim size because I wanted to try out the size. This was a very nice planner, but because it was exactly the same format as my A5, my brain was playing tricks on me where it was constantly telling me that I was duplicating information, and I wasn't kind of settling down in this planner, which is why I decided to not use it. So apart from these everyday carries, I've used like a B6 stalology in between as well, which didn't work out. But I'm pretty like happy with my 2026 selection still, which is going to be an A5 as a main planner. I do have my eyes on a few new planners that are coming to the market. Like a lot of the planner shops are coming out with planners, and what I wanted to do was, because they're not all using Tomoe River paper in their planners, I am a staunch Tomoe River paper user. This year, I know that a lot of people had issues with Tomoe River paper, but honestly, I used it as normally as I would. I didn't have much issue. I used the Sarasa Dry 0.5, and I didn't have like a lot of bleed through issues unless I was like really hard on the paper or something. But I'm excited to try the other kinds of paper because why not? But I know that I'm probably going to end up with the planners using the Tomoe River paper, the same kind that we use. I think it's the 52 GSM. So this is what's going on. I have a stalology in my B6 cover, my standard size as an everyday carry, and my A5, and this is the stack we're working with, or I'm currently picking up all the time. Other than this, I just have this B5, and I thought that I'd show you guys because I've been, you know, I'm in the process of learning some new things, and I wanted to have like a place to take notes and stuff. Now I'm kind of like, why didn't I get the A5? Because this is too big. But sometimes I'll just flip through this and I'll be like, no, it was the right decision. So kind of still on the edge about the B5, but it's just writing and notes from some lectures that I'm taking, and I might switch to an A5 in the future if this finishes, but for now it is what it is. I'm not gonna switch this one up at all. So I hope you guys liked this update. It was a pretty random update, I'm sorry about that, but I just wanted to come on here and show you guys that I stuck with my standard size, and I might continue using my standard size for the rest of the year. If I go a bit bonkers, I might come back to my B6. I don't know, I might. But this is what it is for now, and I hope to catch you guys again. Take care.